Are you sure this is the right place? Ah, come on, it's Raccoon City, the place where the future is now. I don't know about that. Brochure makes it look a little bit different. You're worrying too much. What's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to...
Resident Evil 3.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Today, we are going to be looking at the bonuses you unlock for finishing Resident Evil 3. You actually get a lot for finishing the game once. For example, the Mercenaries and the Epilogues. We're going to look at the Epilogues first. Every time you beat the game, on hard mode I should add, you unlock a different epilogue for a different character. And as you can see, there are a lot of people to see what happened to them after the Raccoon City incident. The first one we unlocked is Jill, and the other ones, some characters are from Resident Evil 2, some of them were hidden characters in 2. So here are the rest of the epilogues for your enjoyment. That last one is a fun Easter egg from Resident Evil 2, and I should also mention, those epilogues were in the order that you would unlock them for beating the game. When you start up your brand new game, or should I say New Game Plus, the boutique key will be in your item box. Be sure to get that. We're going to be looking at alternate costumes. But before we get there, it's going to take a while to get there, I want to talk about something else. Jill's Diary. This is an item that has eluded me every single time I have played Resident Evil 3. The way to unlock Jill's Diary, and I've put it on screen here for your viewing pleasure, and thanks to Evil Resource and a bunch of different Resident Evil wikis, it took me forever to figure out how to get this one legitimately, and the Evil Resource was the one that gave me a definitive answer. Thanks a lot, guys. The only way to get Jill's Diary is to go through the entire game getting every single file. But not only that, you have to get them in order. So be sure to check out Evil Resource if you want to try this yourself. The last thing, besides the alternate costumes, which we'll look at later, the Mercenaries. Brand new minigame that was added to Resident Evil, and it's made its name known in a bunch of other titles. In fact, there was a Resident Evil 3DS game that was strictly Mercenaries mode. It's a lot of fun to play. As you can see here, you can get reward money based on how you do in each playthrough. Adding up your money, you can actually buy different weapons with infinite ammunition. So you see you can get an assault rifle with infinite ammo, and then it just keeps going down the line until you can buy infinite ammo for everything. Sorry, didn't want to do that. Let's go ahead and check out the Mercenaries. Operation Mad Jackal. You get 3 characters to choose from, the 3 STARS members, or STARS Mercenaries, I guess I should say. Carlos, Mikhail, and eventually, Nikolai. I like to arrange them as easy, medium, and hard mode. Nikolai being hard mode, Mikhail being the easy mode because he gets the most advanced weaponry, and Carlos is right in the middle. He does get the Eagle handgun, which makes him a lot easier to use, but Mikhail gets a rocket launcher and a Magnum. But Mikhail is more for people who just want a leisurely run.
Welcome. The rules are simple. In order to dispose of the bomb implanted in your body, you must reach the target point. Keep in mind that there will be various obstacles in your way. So do not be afraid to use whatever means necessary to reach your goal. Good luck.
This was the first time and only time that Resident Evil Mercenaries actually had a story. You need to get to the very beginning, the first item box you can get to in the game. That's where you need to end up, and you start here on the train. Mercenaries is a lot of fun because the only way to get there on time, unless you gun it, but even then you're going to be short on time, you need to kill enemies and do other things such as dodging or getting headshots, a bunch of different things that you can do to earn time back. Now, later on in the Mercenaries, they actually added more of a point value to it. You could also get more time in future Mercenaries games, but it was all about the points in those. In this one, it's graded a bit differently. Throughout all of Raccoon City, there are survivors that you can save that give you a bonus to your score and a bonus to your time, and they also give you a healing item or ammo. Oh, that didn't really work. I believe you are also scored on how many enemies you kill, how many headshots, I believe, factors into it, and also not getting hit. I'm doing a very terrible job. Good lord, a very terrible job. Oh, wow. Oh, well, that helped. It looked like I got an extra second for dodging not one, but two zombies, so I believe it's 1 second for every enemy you dodge in a crowd. Right now I'm doing my best to just gun it to the end because I am actually not good at this version of Mercenaries. It works a lot better in a third-person perspective, I'll say. Resident Evil 4 got it perfect. But this one, not too bad. The only thing I would complain about, honestly, is the fixed camera angle. That's kind of what kills it for Mercenaries mode. That being a prime example of just running around a corner and being hit by a group of 3 zombies. I will admit, though, it is very, exhilarating? Not sure if that's the word I want, but, killing... Wow. Yeah, I'm not doing well at all. But it is very exhilarating to be able to gun down a bunch of zombies and get rewarded for it with extra time. Something you should also know for this version of Mercenaries only, the survivors that you need to save, they are all in the same areas, to my knowledge, every time, and if you can get to them fast enough, they won't die. That is your reward for being quick in the Mercenaries mode for Resident Evil 3. Getting to the locations quick enough so that zombies or what have you doesn't kill the humans, the people you're trying to save. You can skip all of them. I wouldn't recommend it. But if you walk into an area and you hear somebody screaming for help... Excuse me, this is really bad. Oh my gosh. Alright, just wanted to make sure. Jeez. Wow, that's a strong zombie. Lost my train of thought with that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Be sure to clear out all the zombies, otherwise you can't interact with the human you're trying to save. 20 seconds, and you left me a little something. And you'll also notice, I'm not sure how many survivors we'll actually see, because this is post-commentary, and I recorded this quite a while ago. But they are actually NPCs that you could find in the game. Like, that was Mr. Deadman. Post-X, help me out here. Yeah, he was the first guy you met in Resident Evil 3, when he locked himself in that cabinet there. Or trailer. You can tell it's been a while since I recorded this, because I can't remember anything about Resident Evil 3. Got 1 minute left. Can I make it? I do like that they close off a lot of the areas that you might find distracting. Like that place where we got the battery, that was closed off, leading up to... Well, actually getting to this area in the first place, the first area in the train. You actually could not go to the other part of the train because it was locked off. That's good. And only if you wanted to could... Wow, there's a lot of crawlers. I think it actually counts these zombies as dead when you take out their legs, which is very nice, and it also gives you a really good time bonus. I got 44 seconds for knocking out all those legs. Mercenaries mainly, and this is a really bad sign right off the bat, Mercenaries does give you enough tools to work with, and it also leads you towards landmarks. So right here, we're going to head to the newsroom with Mikhail specifically. He's got a medium-range weapon, a heavy weapon, and then a destroy-everything weapon. He's got the rocket launcher. He's good for boss fights. That's another thing that's in this version of Mercenaries. And it actually did help with Mercenaries later on, that there would be more powerful normal enemies. First example I can think of is Resident Evil 4 with the Chainsaw Man. He was a higher normal enemy that would show up a lot more often. And in this sense, in this Mercenaries, every enemy type is in the same playthrough, where different enemy types would be in different levels for the different version of Mercenaries, not here. Which means you can find Nemesis in Mercenaries mode. I believe he's in the same area every time. I hope. A lot of you actually wanted me to play Mercenaries mode, and I will admit up front, not too good at it. I used to be good at it, especially this one, because I still remembered where everybody was, and that gave me a lot of time bonuses. I will go over the characters. Carlos having kind of the middle range weapons. Go for headshots, especially with the Eagle handgun as Carlos. He also comes with a few healing items, which is really good. It balances him out, because Nikolai has the regular pistol, a knife, 3 first aid sprays, and a blue herb. He is the hardest person to play as, but he's also the most tactical. Because of that handgun, you can knock down zombies and then knife them to death, or just do your best to knife them in the first place. That was some slick dodging, and that was dodging right into a trash can. Doesn't really do me much good. But the knife in Resident Evil 3 is actually worth a damn, which is a good weapon to give Nikolai. But man, do I not want to try him. I've played as him before in Mercenaries. It is a nightmare trying to get the best rank. Oh my gosh. Just failing all over the place. And I think... Oh, did I miss it? I know there's a survivor down here. I think I missed him. I think I was too slow. I don't hear him down here. Yeah, yeah, he's dead. Brad, no! Damn it. So, there's a good example of survivors that can die if you take too long. Sorry, Brad. Rip in peace. I suppose they really did even out the odds for all the... Wow, that was brilliant! All the odds for the different mercenaries that you could choose. Carlos only has 2 healing items, 3 guns, a few really good guns, actually. No, he doesn't have 3. But Mikhail is probably the most fun to play as because you get all this destructive power. And having the Magnum to dispense of hunters is amazing to have. Oh, come on, I was just trying to point out that you could watch Biohazard 4! Oh, wow, I really wish I still had that barrel. That would have been so many extra points. Through here is a boss fight. Because Mikhail has the rocket launcher, this should not take long at all. Yep, I hear him. There he is. I have no idea what I was thinking when it came to what to shoot at Nemesis. It should have been really obvious, because I got the big gun. Use the big gun on the guy. I think I actually missed. Oh, this is worse, because I did not get a healing item. There we go, I got 10 seconds off of him. And same with any Nemesis fight, you knock him down once, you get time. Knock him down the second time, there he goes. But unlike hard mode, he does not drop any items for you, which is what I thought I'd be getting for beating a boss. No luck, so we're going to be going slow-mo mode now to try to find the next survivor, and I love how you still run on stairs. Back to limping. Don't think I'm going to make it too much farther, though. Especially with the enemy set that comes up here. It could be spiders, and they're a lot faster than me. Let's see how long I can last. I got 30 seconds to get to that next survivor, and it is spiders. So this won't be good. Yep. It was a very messy run of Mercenaries. Not that good. But guess what? You do get rewarded for getting far. You don't get a lot. You lose out on the time bonus. You get grade E for dying, and you get a reward for getting a different grade. We're not even close to being able to afford anything, so a botched run of Mercenaries. That was mainly to show it off. Definitely wasn't a skill run. You always want to save over your save file that you loaded from. That way you can actually use the goodies that you unlocked. And guess what? In the background, we finally made it to where we can get the alternate costumes. Let's do a little bit of maneuvering here. Here we go. Right here. At this point in the game, you can use the boutique key. It's a one-time use to come in here. And now I get to talk about how to unlock costumes. Every time you beat hard mode, you unlock one costume. If you beat easy mode, you unlock two. Coming into the boutique, you can get your next costume, and then every time you beat the game, doing New Game Plus, you'll unlock another one. So the first one you unlock, nice throwback to Resident Evil 1, you unlock Jill's STARS uniform. There we go, that's the Jill I know. Nice little Easter egg, if you look up on the reflections on top, all the signs say open. And they shouldn't, they should all say closed. There's a bunch of different costumes that you can unlock here. We're only getting 5 alternate ones for this one. I think the PC version included 2 extra, or at least 2 different ones. But I did do a side-by-side run while doing the Let's Play. All the extra footage that you saw for alternate takes, that was done in easy mode. So after I beat easy mode, I unlocked a second costume. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one. And this is the part where I noticed that all the signs said open, which should not be right. Good job, Capcom. You do reflections well. Here's my easy mode run. You can tell because I went guns blazing. But over on the left is the second costume that you can unlock. Let's take a look. You gotta love Capcom and their self-referential stuff. Let's go ahead and get Jill all prettied up. And then she is the protagonist from a completely different game! She's the main character from Dino Crisis, whose name escapes me. Post-text. If I can find them, because they're actually really hard to find on which costumes go with which game, but you'll see images of the different alternate costumes that you can unlock in Resident Evil 3. Just beat the game a total of 6 times, 8 times if you want all the epilogues, and you'll have everything unlocked. So if you're a speedrunner, this should be really easy for you. Getting different ranks while beating the game also increases the number of costumes you unlock. For me, I got the worst possible grade besides grade F, so I only unlocked 1 costume, but getting a better grade would have unlocked more costumes for me. That's looking pretty awesome. And I think that's a good way to send off the series. Unlocking one of the more iconic costumes and finishing up Resident Evil 3 entirely.